Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk to you about education. I think Jamaican education is one of the best in the world, and I'm saying that I'm biased because my son went through it and I also taught in it. So if we start from most children here, we go to school like two and a half, 3. They will start to go to what we call basic school. Basic school is kind of the equivalent to nursery. So it's play education, it's learning through play, but very effective learning through play. As my son learned how to read, how to tie his shoelace, all sorts of different things that I didn't expect him to know, that he came through and learned in basic school. That being, when we went back to England when he was 5, went back to England to primary school there. He was put in the lower grade. I wasn't happy with that because I know he can do better, and the teachers didn't know, but I knew, and so I asked them to put him in the higher grade, and he was excelling. He did excel. He's always excelled. I would just say that the Jamaican school system is kind of strict. It could be, I would say like 30 years ago, kind of regimented. I taught in the high school system here and also in the college system. Well, college part-time. High school I taught full-time. Again, let's say regimented. It was like when I went to school, and I went to school years ago, more than 30 years ago, I was in secondary school. So we have traditional things like assemblies. Jamaica's a very Christian country. Everything is, got to pray first. Well, we do that in our meals, pray before you eat. You don't just sit down and eat. So the schools basically, I should say in the secondary schools and primary and basic school have assemblies. In the college, we had an assembly once a week. Where most of the students got together to hear a service by the lead administrator there. Yeah, so back to the education again, sorry. So my experiences, I taught maths. I didn't teach maths in a secondary school in England. I taught maths as a adult numeracy teacher, which meant that I can teach up to GCSE O level. Out here it's called CSEC O level. What I did notice with the curriculum here is that it's more advanced than in the UK. Whilst in the UK, I taught GCSE maths privately, so I'm quite familiar with the syllabus. The syllabus here is a bit more advanced because they do things like with simultaneous equations, they use square numbers, which we didn't find that in GCSE. Also, we did something called earth geometry, where you had to do calculations involving places on the earth, which is basically like trigonometry. So it was I think it's higher than the GCSE, similar to the A-O level, I guess. Children here have to learn English. English language in particular. But first language for Jamaicans is Patois. And I was accused in school that I didn't speak Patois. But I said to them, the books are written in English, so you know you've all got an advantage. You've got an English teacher translated it for you into Patois. So I will read it in English first, then I can translate so you can understand. So I just encouraged the students in my class that they had the advantage because I came from both worlds, which I did see as an advantage because I could help them with the English if they didn't understand, and also to help them with the maths. So the experience I had in the secondary schools, which what they call high schools here, most of them are called traditional high schools because they are linked with a church. My son went to a traditional high school, which was, I think it was linked to a Baptist church. I taught in a high school which was linked to a Methodist church. And most of the schools, so-called good schools, are linked with churches because they like to have a Christian background. So if you're, not to say if you're not Christian, because I wouldn't say I'm Christian, but it helps to know a bit about Christianity. They will ask you if you know your pastor. That's one of the things I was asked when I sent my son to school. My son, on the other hand, he also went to church, so that helped. And they like to see that you've got some kind of, if you're not a churchgoer, you've got some kind of, I don't know the word for it, but where the pastor is looking over his flock. So the pastor will be looking over you. That's what I found about the education here. It's just, it's very good. And it's good. Yes, it's good. Some of the teachers, though, I did experience when I was working, kind of just looking for the 25th of the month, which is payday. But there's some teachers who were kind of concerned with the students and would look out for their welfare. It was also fun being a teacher because I was able to take the children out of school. We went on school trips to various places around Jamaica, so you saw them in a more relaxed environment. And even to this day, they will call, if they see me on the road, they will call me out and say, "Do you remember me, miss?" And I never remember anybody because I taught them from grade 7, which would be 11, 12, and I'm not very good with faces, especially young faces. They just grow old. When they're older, some of them just look so much different. Anyway, basically what I'm saying, education system good. So if you're coming out here, I would, if I was doing it all again, because I didn't do it this way last time. I put my son in a prep school. Prep school is private school for primary school. Private school for primary age children. And I did that for a year, and he wasn't happy. I'm not sure why he wasn't happy. He didn't really explain to me why he wasn't happy. He went along to school, did what he needed to do, and it just was going through the motions. So after that year, that would have been grade 5. The following year, grade 6, I decided to send him to the local school, which some people criticized me for because it was in the bush, so-called. It was in Woodstown, which is a rural area, part of Discovery Bay. And there he excelled. He was in his element. The children treated him differently. Sorry, I should qualify that. The children treated him differently in the prep school, whereas in the state school, they saw him as one of them. So there wasn't any difference between him and his friends. And he's still friends with some of them today. So when he went to high school, he's still friends with some of those students today. So you kind of make lifelong friends when you go to school. But I guess you do that anywhere, everywhere. You make lifelong friends. So he did have a good experience in the education up here. After he went to high school, he went on to community college, which is kind of an extension of university, because he started a degree program. Some colleges do A levels, but things are changing now, whereas some of the high schools offer A level subjects and even start you on degree subjects. So he started a degree subject at community college, and then he went to the university and completed it there. So 2 years at college and then 2 years at the university, which is good. So I just did without him for 2 years, which is nice. So he came home every day at the college. And so he had, and I think he had a good experience. I haven't talked to him about it, what his experience was like. But from his reaction during his time there, good time. He just fit in with everybody. Yeah, so he had a great time. So I'm saying the education, very good. I would advise that people get involved in the PTA. I think that no matter the school, because it's not about the school, it's about how your children does at the school. And sometimes you as a parent have to be there so the teachers know who you are and know that your child has a parent. Because many times, I know when I was teaching, we didn't see some parents, which was kind of sad. But I think overall, Jamaican education is so much better. And not just me saying it, if you see most celebrities or Jamaican born celebrities, or anybody who's been here and been to school here, will tell you that it's better than wherever they are now in the diaspora. So yeah, good place to come for education. And if you're having issues with your child in school, maybe consider him coming out here if you got links to Jamaica, or him or her out here if you got links to Jamaica. Yes, so that is my view. Jamaican education, 100% great. Take care until next time.